Hi, this is Mike Elliott, and you're watching the CEO Live Investor Insight Series. In this segment, we're joined by Mr. Peter Dornow, President, CEO, and Chairman of Ocean Bio-Chem, and Jeff Barocas, CFO. Ocean Bio-Chem trades on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol OBCI. OBCI is a leading manufacturer and distributor of maintenance and appearance products for the marine, automotive, recreational vehicle, and home care markets throughout North America. Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. You guys have had some exciting news lately. You just released your first quarter financial results, announcing that sales improved compared to the same period last year. So to start off, could you give us an overview of how you were able to achieve this increase in sales?
Well, it's a continuing process that we're doing. We're continually working, increasing advertising, working every customer very hard. And part of the increases actually came from the marine segment where weather was extremely bad, and finally the season's breaking, and in turn we're seeing some increased sales. Also, last year, our largest customer, West Marine, had an inventory reduction in their program where they were looking to get a higher turnover of inventory, so they cut back on everybody within their system 15%. That affected us and every customer that they have. Now that they have that inventory adjustment finished, we're seeing a gain in sales from them, which we predicted and is coming true.
In addition to that, our largest product, Startron, we've got a additional distribution in a 3,400 auto retail store.
Okay, and what would you say are Ocean Bio-Chem's main revenue generating product lines right now, and how are they different from other products on the market?
Well, we have a couple unique products. One is Startron, which is a fuel additive that is a enzyme-based product. No other fuel additive on the marketplace has an enzyme. Basically, all fuel additives that are out there now are chemically based. That means it's a ratio 1-to-1, whatever you're using the chemical in. The problem with them, some do good, some do bad, different areas and whatnot. Our product is an enzyme-based product, and what enzymes do, they're catalysts. And the enzymes in this particular product actually react with the hydrocarbons within the fuel itself and improve the fuel. So we get a multitude of things from it: better economy, cleaner running engine, more power, a whole series of things. And right now, the major problem in the U.S. is ethanol, which has been mandated by the government. Ethanol, being an alcohol, creates a ton of fuel issues within the engine itself. Namely, it's hygroscopic, and that means that the alcohols are actually sucking in water from the atmosphere and putting them into your fuel. When that fuel gets more than 0.5%, the water actually drops down to the bottom of the fuel tank, creating issues down there. Plus, it's taking the alcohol out, which is where they're basically getting their octane from. So now you have a gas that really doesn't perform correctly and is creating issues within the engine. The other thing is that the actual alcohols form various gums and a number of things. So if you have an engine, you have injectors, all of a sudden the injectors are not sending in a nice flow of fuel, and now you have a poor running engine. So what the enzymes do, being catalysts, it corrects all of those issues within the engine. And you can physically have an engine that's misfiring, not running correctly, pour in our fuel treatment, and miraculously the engine is running smooth and powerful again. That type of demonstration has sold the product dramatically in the United States, and in turn, we've set that whole market on fire with our technology.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And with nothing else like it on the market potential here has got to be tremendous. What is the potential size of this market?
Well, right now, the product is doing for us approximately $10-11 million a year. We look at the marketplace to be anywhere from $40 to $50 million within the next few years. The whole thing is with this, you have to gain distribution, which we're now in most of the major retail operations that are out there, from an AutoZone, Advance, O'Reilly's, and people like that. As we get into those stores now, we're expanding our availability. And as that happens in our advertising, which we're pushing very heavily on, people see that, they try the product, and they go, oh my God, this stuff really works. And it's totally different than any other fuel additive. As I said, You physically see and feel what it's doing.
Well, and the thing that I think you started to point out there also is that even if a similar product did enter the market, you guys, the company's been around since 1973. You've established a very effective and experienced marketing and distribution machine. So you've got the ability to get that product in front of more people and into more people's hands quicker, and kind of almost lock up the market with something like that. So that's great.
Exactly. It really, our whole issue started in our primary base of the company was marine products, and that's where we introduced it. We owned that marketplace. Since then, we've spread out into power sports and a whole series of different markets, and also the automotive marketplace. And as we do that, the market potential increases tremendously.
Last year, I just want to point out Harper Stevens of Thompson Davis Asset Management was quoted as saying that we've owned Ocean Bio-Chem for about a year and a half now, and they continue to execute fundamentally. In fact, over the past 12 quarters, it has broken revenue records 9 times for that particular quarter of the year. So what would you say have been the main contributing factors to this ongoing track record of success?
It's really a combination of things. One, we have a great team. 2, we have a great manufacturing facility where we do everything in-house. We blow our own bottles, we do all our own blending, so we have a lot of manufacturing capabilities. The other thing is we work at everything extremely hard. Being a small company, we communicate very well. We have top people. We pay top salaries to the top people. Every one of them are stockholders within the company. So everybody is motivated to make everything happen. And when you take that full combination, it's what really gels the whole operation. It's not one single thing. So when you combine them, that's what we end up is with a strong marketing team, strong sales team, and very strong manufacturing facility in our Kinpack operation, which is located in Montgomery. Right now, headquarters are here in Fort Lauderdale, and all the manufacturing is done in a really state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Montgomery, Alabama.
Peter, that's all the questions I had for today. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we close?
No, we do have a lot of other exciting products on the shelf that are coming forward. We have a new EPA-approved product, which is Performicide, which literally will kill every germ known to man. We're in the lengthy processes of working with EPA, getting all the state approvals, which we now have. We will have California shortly, within the next month, hopefully done. And then we're going to market that product nationally. It is a total different technology than everyone else has out there, and we look at this to be bigger than the entire Starbright company right now. So that is coming down the line. We expect to see some very healthy sales from that in a year or two as we gain into all these different marketplaces. The potential for that is hospitals, cruise ships, homes, warehousing. There's 1,000 uses for this particular product that we have, and we own worldwide patents on the packaging of it, not on the physical chemical that basically does the physical work. And we just got through various EPA approvals that are now in hand over here. And if you were able to read where we're allowed to make kill statements, which is the requirement for the EPA, it's just about every germ known to man. And this technology is really going to revolutionize a lot of different things that are out there.
And when is that product expected to hit the market?
Well, we have it already in the marketplace with a couple distributors, but we're really going to go full blast in the coming year and the year after that. And then that market is going to be gigantic.
And that's actually could enter the household cleaning market. We're talking about opening up a whole new market for you guys. Is that the case?
Absolutely. I mean, there are going to be a multitude of things. For instance, if we're talking right now and I picked up the phone and I take a little swab, which I don't have one handy, and I put it here in an ATP meter and I take a reading on it, your phone's going to probably read somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000. And an ATP meter will measure all types of germ contact. We will take this product, spray it on that phone, let it sit for a minute, take a reading, and we're going to get a reading of 50. It basically killed every single germ that's in there.
Hospitals will love that.
they'll go crazy because right now, basically, they're using what they call quaternary ammonium compounds that do something, but they really don't do it super effective.
Right, staph is a big deal. Would it take care of that? I mean, that's been
take care of every single thing on staph. Right here, you see the formicide. Right here is a full paragraph from HIV to you name it, every disease under there, athlete's feet, feline diseases, salmonella. I mean, you just go streptococcus. I mean, there's 1,000 things that this thing kills effectively. And what chlorine dioxide does, it kills it by oxidation. Therefore, these germs cannot build up an immunity to them. Therefore, it can be used continuously. And it comes in various solutions that we can make it. We start out at 500 parts per million. And if we bring it down to 5 parts per million, you put it into chicken feed and chicken drinking, and all of a sudden the chickens aren't dying anymore, and you don't need to be injecting them with a whole bunch of antibiotics. So the markets on this product are so astronomical, it is unbelievable. And what we own is the technology of the delivery system, which is basically a pouch system. And chlorine dioxide has been used in Europe and a multitude of places for a lot of years, but they require a huge machine, $50,000 to $100,000 to get it running. Here we have a hermetically sealed pouch. We simply open this pouch up, drop it into the fluid, and a chemical reaction takes place. And it's a 2-part pouch, and that's what we own the patent on. So here's something you can do for $10 and disinfect an entire hospital, where right now to do it, they got to spend $100,000.
Well, it also opens up to a consumer market. So previously, this has been obviously totally inaccessible to consumers. Now you've got it, the product packaged this way in this new delivery system, which makes it accessible to everybody.
So now you can go into hotel rooms. You know, if you go into a hotel, think about it. You go in and someone smoked in there. How do you get rid of the smoke? They spray some jungle juice around and the smoke is still there. You take this pouch, you set it off in a room. It kills all of the smoke and everything that's in the room and every germ in the room, and it doesn't come back.
That's incredible.
That's just one little marketplace that this will work in. And we have it both in a gas form and also in a liquid form. So this is a product that's going to revolutionize the marketplace once we get it out there.
And that's anticipated to be this year?
We're starting this year. The real results will come the following year and the year after that. Keep in mind that you think of the marketplaces, cruise ships, every one of them now, people get sick and diarrhea and come home. This would kill every germ in a cruise ship. So that's a simple market right there that we have to attack, and it's a huge marketplace. Now you go into colleges. We now have the approval of getting the final approval from the wrestling associations and all the sports associations. Kids are rolling around on mats and doing various exercises. They get MRSA. Spray this around, there's no MRSA. Long Island Railroad disinfecting their trains now with this. You go on, it just keeps going and going and going. We're talking to the airlines right now. That takes a lot of testing to get it done, but think about you're sitting in an airline, you drop down the tray and it's full of germs from the million people who've ridden in that plane. It's never been disinfected. Here you can go into a plane, spray it all around, no germs in the plane whatsoever. So the potential for this is so large, but we have to attack each one of those markets, develop distribution for those markets, and go from there. Used car market. Someone has a car, has the kids in it, dogs in it, smells in the car. You set one of these pouches in, it gives a gas, it kills every germ within the car, no smell, and it's just a brand new car internally. Multi-million-dollar market, already attacking that particular market.
Yeah, this is bigger than the Startron. This is bigger than the fuel. I mean, the fuel is huge, but the fuel additive, I mean, is huge. But this is even.
When we reach the marketplace with this, it'll be 100 times what we're doing right now. Now, I'm not making a projection and saying it's going to happen next year because these markets are huge. We have to get into all those markets, and again, that's going to take time. So when we say things are very positive with us, besides our financials, our cash flow, we're very strong. Our, current assets, the current ratios are what, 6, 7 to 1 at this point. We've got some very strong financials, and we can back this fully. And as we do in the near future, you're going to see some very healthy results accordingly.
Well, it sounds like I need to go out and start buying some OBCI stock.
It's going to be there.
Peter and Jeff, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We've been talking to Mr. Peter Dornow, President, CEO, and Chairman of Ocean Bio-Chem, and CFO Jeff Barocas. Ocean Bio trades under the ticker symbol OBCI. To find out more about Ocean Bio-Chem, please visit their website at www.oceanbiochem.com. Thank you.